Not too long ago, I completed a concealed weapons class for California. California does issue permits. They allow their citizens, more like a privilege, not so much as a right as some other states, to have a concealed weapon. And some of the discussions in the class got me thinking, and it's tough. I'm really torn. I know some of you that don't live in the state of California, you're going to be like, so what? What do I care? Believe me, I would have that attitude if I lived in a state that wasn't so hell-bent on destroying someone's rights. Well, during the class discussion came up about politics, as it should, because I tell you what, the concealed weapons permits that are issued by the state of California, it's all about politics. It's all about what they want you to do and what they won't allow you to do, and what they try to keep you from doing. And the goal of the state of California, when they are forced to issue permits, their goal is to make sure that you don't have a permit, or if you are able to obtain a permit, because you have to be issued one if there's no reason not to, that they are going to take away that permit any chance they get. So some of the examples are, there's some very serious red flag laws in this state. Also, some of the other issues are reporting. Okay, you lose a gun gets stolen, you have police contact of any nature, you get pulled over, you don't even get issued a ticket, you need to contact the issuing agency and notify the issuing agency that you have police contact. If you fail to do so and they find out at a later date, you are banned, your CCW permit could be revoked, and also you are banned from applying for or renewing your CCW permit. So the way it works, if you're part of the normal people, it's a 2-year permit, and you have to renew every 2 years with whatever agency you live in and in your whatever county you live in. And now if you're part of the privileged class, like say you're a reserve police officer, it's 4 years. If you're a judge, DA, prosecutor, public defender, there goes a boat. A lot of fishing on this river, by the way. If you're any one of those, and any one of those categories, it's good for 3 years. So you can see the difference as far as issuance and everything that you can and can't do. So I mean, that was really quick, brief rundown of the CCW things. The state of California is not there to issue CCW permits. They are there to take away the permits and restrict. They have places of restriction, and so it's very complicated and convoluted in this state. But I started thinking about, it's like every Californian goes, oh, I want to get out of this state. There's reasons why I stay here, and I'm sure some of you, like I said, if you're not from California, you're gonna go, oh, that's great, just staying fucking California. Well, I get it. So a little bit of background about me in California. Born and raised, know the area, worked, lived here, family here, that type of stuff. So you have family ties, things of that nature. There's some reasons, because I'd love to move out of state. And the more I think about it, it's like I did the pros and cons list. Did I want to stay here? Do I not want to stay here? Stupid. Love the weather. Weather's fucking beautiful most of the time. Great food in the area that I'm at. You can't get this shit anywhere else. Cost of living, okay, comparable as far as if you're going to do homes, rentals. If you're going to buy, purchase, I would be upset too if I lived in Idaho and I had a flood of Californians come in there and buy up all the cheap property because they sold their overpriced homes here. But you're also getting the same type of Californians that aren't really concerned so much about gun rights and things of that nature. It's an interesting dynamic and concept. As far as people migrating and moving within the United States. And being strictly on gun laws, this place can suck, but you can have the level of freedom that other states don't have. But I looked at surrounding states. You have Oregon, Washington. Those states immediately next to California. I'm a West Coast guy. I love the West Coast. Those states have similar, if not worse, laws than California has. Washington State, I lived there for about 3-4 years. Love the state. It has moved back to California. It's gone downhill, if not worse than California as far as gun laws, state laws, taxes, things of that nature. So it's Oregon. You had a flood of Californians leave, go for Oregon. Oregon's still a small state that you usually pass through. It has its own unique culture, but the gun laws are catching up to the people in the state of Oregon. Now, a lot of people say, okay, well, so voting demographics changed. People from California have gone there and ruined it. Maybe, maybe not. A lot of your politicians are actually homegrown people. Look in your own states. Look at Texas, of all fucking places. You see these sellouts, these Ted Cruz's, and what's the eye patch guy? So he's, you look at these. What's the one in Dallas? The representative in Dallas. Man, would you seriously elect her to represent you for anything? Ted Cruz, yeah, it's Crenshaw. That's the eye patch guy. All of them are not your friends, not your sellouts. I mean, not they're sellouts. They're homegrown. Oregon, people say, "Oh yeah, well we hate Californians coming in and ruin the politics." No, your politicians are homegrown. They were born and raised in Oregon. I don't know what else to tell you guys. So we're getting crappy laws. You guys are getting crappy laws, but you're getting crappy laws from your own citizens of the state's own local homegrown people. And the discussion during this class came up, okay, well, where do you move to? And people were saying, oh, this is overrun, this is bad, this is bad. And sure, there's good. I love to visit places. Doesn't mean I'm going to move. But then I realized, you know what? We had it doesn't matter how you vote. We had a referendum also in the state of California where the majority of almost half the counties went Republican. That should tell you something. People are getting fed up. People are tired of being placed in a box. People are tired of the high gas prices, the homeless, the housing, how expensive it is. Can't afford it, And yeah, maybe it's time for you Californians like myself. Stop looking to escape to buy yourself 5 or 10 years. Why don't you stay and fight? There's a lot of organizations you could join. CRPA for one. If you want to donate to the legislative branch of the NRA, they do great work out here. We've been having a lot of wins in the state of California, and we're going to continue to have wins because I'll tell you what, you could have corrupt judges, politicians, you could have a one-party state, which this is, and they can't fight back against people that are just fed up and tired with their garbage. I know it's a little bit of a rant for people out of state. I mean, I hope you understand that some of the people that come to your states are absolute garbage, and I wouldn't want them as my neighbors. And they continue to vote the same garbage ways that they do and expect the same outcomes, expect the outcomes to be different. You also have a lot of freedom-loving Californians that move to your states that want nothing more than to be left alone, to enjoy their Second Amendment freedoms and enjoy their new home. And you should welcome them with open arms. I hope you enjoyed my little rant, and I hope that if you are still in California, you really consider fighting the good fight. I think that's where I'm resolved to do. I'll just visit other states. Everything I have and I need is here, and I want to make this a better place for me to live. Thanks for watching.